Joining us now, the Lou Dobbs Tonight A-Team Newsday columnist, Fox News political analyst Ellis Henican, Pulitzer Prize winner, New York Post columnist, Fox News contributor Michael Goodwin, Wall Street Journal deputy editorial page editor Dan Henniger. Good to have you all here. Are you impressed? The president is on his way back to Osawatomie, or how would you say it?
Yeah, Osawatomie, where I come from.
Osawatomie.
They want to call it Osawatomie.
Well, your thoughts about the president's strategy? It's an interesting one, isn't it?
It is kind of interesting. He's wrapping himself in the mantle of Teddy Roosevelt. I would hate to hazard a guess as to how many American voters actually know who Teddy Roosevelt was. I know that's an awful thing to say.
It is. To you, Alice?
Well, listen, any town you go to, some president went there at some point or another, and I suppose this is true of that one, however it is you want to say it.
It did not happen in Sussex, New Jersey, I will tell you that.
We've had a lot of presidents, and many of them like to travel. Listen, the thing that gives me hope about this is that
golly, hope has descended again.
I didn't say hope and change.
Okay.
I just said hope. But is that he has begun to articulate this in a way that I think connects with people better. Is that the focus is increasingly, and likely to be this week, on the pressures that middle-class Americans are facing. There's a lot of angst out there. You may not like the 99%ers, but you know what? There's a message beneath it that is connecting with people.
What the heck does that mean? I may not like the 99%ers.
What I'm saying is that you may not like the message.
That's about 15 to 20,000 people nationwide who've garnered the national media's attention because it's convenient to their biases.
But the message of middle-class squeeze that the president is articulating is a powerful
squeeze.
one.
Hell, it's a war, Ellis. It's a war on the middle class.
Well, fair
what do
enough.
you think?
Well, look, Lou, I mean, Ellis, I think, is half right in the sense that the president is now out there, are starting to articulate something. He's been trying now for the last year to find a message that resonates with the public. And he keeps pushing the reset button when it doesn't work. And I just think it really speaks to the lack of a real presidential leadership, that he's keep trying to find a message that resonates in his third year in office.
Right now, this president's approval rating, job approval rating, is lower than every president's, including Jimmy Carter's, in the modern era. Is this not a suggestion, a clue to the White House political office?
Well, I think so. I mean, you know, for better or worse, presidents in situations like that bear the burden of the economy that the country is living with. And this president has a legacy and a record that he can cite, and either he's going to run on those things or he isn't. But at the moment, lately, he hasn't mentioned them at all. So what is the basis for his presidency? What argument can he make other than Teddy Roosevelt?
Listen, clearly no president wants to run even with 8.6 unemployment. He is beatable.
Did you say even with?
Yeah, I mean, it's down a little bit, you know, but even this president at this time, he's clearly beatable. The question really, the political question is, you look at the people who are lining up to beat him and you tell me you think those guys can beat him? I think the jury is still very much out on that.